Hey, good morning, folks. Brad Cross here, BJC Outdoors. Hey, we're down the river this morning, man. Actually, we're up in this bay back here, boat harbor, whatever you want to call it. But anyway, the morning got messed up. I got here, man, right at daylight. I went and washed my boat the other day, and this morning it's 27 degrees. I got to the ramp, getting everything ready to go. Went back there, I always check my plug, and I left my plug out. Well, everything in there, all that water had froze up, man, around my plug back there, and I couldn't get the plug out. So I had to back it down in the water, pull it out, let it sit for about an hour, and finally it melted the ice that was on, and I got my plug in. So we're good to go there, but we did lose an hour. You see it's very cloudy back here. We got some rain coming in a couple hours, so I thought the best thing I could do this morning with the time I got left is go do some bumping or some walking. Probably start out doing some walking, just see what the current's doing. But I did catch me some good bait this morning. I got my limit on shell cracker, because that's an awesome bait in the winter too. But I'm not going to use any of them today. We're going to primarily use shad, but I do have them with me just in case. So, well, all right. Well, I'm gonna get my net and everything out and try to catch some shad, and we'll go from there. One thing I do have this morning is way too much stuff. I wasn't planning on doing this, but you know, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Because I don't like throwing a net when it's this cold, but I can handle it, man. We got shad everywhere. There's a big school right under the boat right here. I don't know how easy they're gonna be to catch, so I'm gonna throw my tape net, man. This is a homemade net. It's a 6-footer. A lot of y'all watch Michael Burkhart, man. He done a video on how to make your own tape net, and that's what I did, because I'm not going to pay $100 or more for one, because I know I'm going to lose it. And I may lose this one in here. I've never thrown a net in here, so we'll see how it goes. I'm going to move around out here and find a big school. There was a school under the boat there, but they spooked. So get out here and find us some, and see if we can get us some. We don't need many, but if we get enough to fish with for a few hours, that'd be great, because we're not going far, and we're not using but one rod, so it won't take much. You just have to watch for all the cables out here, man. There's a lot of cables tied into these boat slips. There's one runs right down through here, and there's always bait around it. Got something in there that time. I feel it flopping. What we got there? And that joker's plumb full of shell cracker. Can't keep them though. Sorry, guys. Alright, folks, I found something right here. They are spooky. Y'all can tell I don't throw a cast net very often. Usually don't have to. Usually I can get what I need, but yeah, them's all shell cracker. Them ain't shad, man. I wish I could keep them big old rascals. Them the kind I've been looking for to eat. Maybe that's what I'm seeing, and that's why I'm not catching them, because them jokers right there are fast. Oh, I got something in there, I think. No. Alright, y'all. It's what I was seeing in here is not gizzard shad there. Bluegill shellcracker stuff. So I've got plenty of them. We can't catch them in a net here and use them. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take what I got that I caught this morning, and we finna go fishing. So I can't waste no time, man, because we got some rain moving in here in a couple of hours, and I just can't play around with it. And like I said, we're just gonna go out here and see. I don't even know what the fish are doing here. I hadn't been here in a long time, and I definitely hadn't done any walking baits or anything like that here in a while. So probably a couple months. But man, my hands is wet. My sleeves are wet. That's okay, y'all. I can handle the cold. The cold don't bother me a bit. You know, I can handle the rain. You know, that's why I bought this bimini top. But you know, you get rain, and usually when we get rain, we got wind, and that's what's gonna happen. I don't even know what the river looks like out there. It may be in bad shape, but we're gonna go see what we can do. We ain't got to go far, so that's a good thing. All right, y'all. We fixing these out here in the river, and like I said, we're gonna try to find us an area where we can either walk baits or bump or something. Try to catch us a few fish before all this bad weather comes in. It's fixing to get really, really cold here the next couple of days. So I don't even know if I'll be able to come out at all because of the wind. It's supposed to be, you know, 15, 20, 25 mile an hour winds. And it does it every year, man. But like I said, we'll come up with something to do regardless. But yeah, I'm just thankful I was able to catch some shellcracker. I mean, I could find some shad. I know there's some in here. I mean, I know they are, but the thing is with me, I'm catching, you know, I'm catching shellcracker in my net. Well, I've got a cooler full. I've got 50 in that cooler, and you know, I don't want no misunderstanding or, you know, the warden to check me and think that I'm keeping them out of the net, because I didn't. I got proof. But you know, at the same time, I don't want to go through that bull crap, because that's what I would think, because I catch them in a net like that. And some people do keep them that don't know. Some people do keep them that do know and don't care. But I'm not one of them. But we got bait, so we're gonna go use it. Hopefully we got enough current to do this. They didn't have it first thing this morning, but it's supposed to get a little stronger as the morning goes on. So hopefully that's the case, and we can get out here and catch us a few. All right, y'all. I believe we got plenty of current to walk these baits back. Like I said, we may do some bumping. I don't know what all we're gonna do, but we're gonna start out right here walking some baits back. With some fresh shellcracker. I need to get my net out before I ever get started. Sorry folks, I'm breaking the rule again. I definitely don't want to get a big one on in this current. Can't get him. Then have to try to fight my way around to get my net. So I'm gonna go ahead and get it set up, ready to go. Water 58 degrees. And what we're doing right here, I'm walking back off in a drop off. It's a little point right here, it drops off, and then it's pretty much consistent depth the rest of the way down through there. but it looked like a good place to start. Yeah, I didn't know if I was even gonna get to fish at all today because of the conditions. Tomorrow's definitely out of the question. We got one biting on it there. I think he may have it. He does. He does. Man. That fish really, you can tell a lethargic one. He don't act like a blue. He ain't, that's a flathead. Well, I'll be done. I want y'all looky here. I want y'all looky here. Show you. Show you. Come here, boy. Come here, son. My goodness, y'all. Wouldn't have never expected that. Not as cold as it is now. They will bite. Buddy, you just don't know. If I don't catch another fish the rest of the day, you made my whole day. Folks, don't y'all look at this. I never would have expected that. Beautiful flathead, man. Golly, at the colors of that thing. Well, buddy, I sure do appreciate you, man. Golly. Folks, I don't catch many of these things at all this time of year. And I definitely would never thought I'd caught one bumping or walking baits. Well, buddy, I appreciate you. Sure do. Folks, that's just absolutely awesome right there. I know he felt awful sluggish, like if it was a blue, he was very cold. He acted very cold, so man, that's awesome. I felt that fish, bump it, and I just stopped it, and that's when he got it. They're lethargic regardless, but sometimes doing something totally off the wall is the right thing to do, and it worked on that little dude. Like I said, he wasn't no big one, but still, that even that size tickled me to death, man. Because I don't usually catch any this time of year. We're in December, man. But I don't normally go for them either. Alright, folks, I moved this over a little bit. We're just going to bounce around out here and hit what we can hit until I see them storms coming up river right yonder and we're fixing to roll out of here. But I think we got enough time to catch a few fish. If they bite that quick, we do. Oh, there we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Now that definitely feels like a blue. figured we'd catch some here, man. It just looked too good. Yeah, some blue there. I think. Blue or channel 1. Yeah, some blue. I noticed something. It may not mean anything, because it happens regardless, but this fish and the flathead were both hooked in the bottom lip. Now, is that coincidence, or is it something to that? I don't know. Probably never will know, but I do know that they both were hooked in the bottom lip. That one's more kind of in the corner, so that flathead, he was hooked right through the bottom, but you know, they got a different mouth kind of anyway. Nice little blue, little walking blue. We're gonna sit right here. Like I said, I didn't walk back far and got that one. I don't know if we'll catch any big fish today. I'm not in a big fish area as far as where I normally fish. Like I said, I've only done this down here once. Other than this time, and never caught anything big, but I'm sure there's some in here. The problem with this rain, like I said, it's not really. I can put my bimini up, you know, and fish in the rain, but it's supposed to get below freezing tonight. So what happens is everything freezes up. You know, everything that gets wet is gonna freeze. And like I told y'all before, you know, I can handle the cold. I don't care how cold it gets. I mean, I can handle it, but my equipment can't. You know. Oh, I think it was a bite. My equipment can't handle it, and they just don't make equipment for this cold weather, you know. Oh, there we go. There we go. It feels like another flathead, y'all. Sure does. No, it's old old lethargic blue. I stopped that thing. I was fixing to back up a little bit, and I stopped it. And while I had it stopped, he took off with it. Like I said, there's probably some tricks to doing this in the winter that'll work a whole lot better than doing it the way I normally do it. But we'll have to figure that out. But so far, we're doing all right, man. So far, we're doing all right. You're gonna have to give me that head back, son. Well, buddy, I sure appreciate you. Sure do. Well, so far, there's been fish everywhere we stopped, y'all. Well, I'll take that in a minute. Like I said, we may look up and run across a big one. Or another flathead would be awesome. Oh, there we go, folks. Golly, that joker slammed it. He was not playing with it, man. That old blue, about the same size as that last one. There ain't no size to them, man. They fun. Tell you what, you got to do what you got to do when you ain't got much time. like I said, I just like to catch something, man. I love to catch them big ones, but you know, that fish right there makes me happy on a day like today, because I could be sitting at the house. Well, buddy, I appreciate you. Man, that fish got black dots all over me. Polka dotted blue. Alright folks, I think I'm gonna wrap this one up, man. That front's getting closer right there. Y'all can see it get dark, and I want to get this thing home, get it in the boat shed before the rain hits, man, because if I don't, it'll be froze up in the morning and I won't be able to go, period. But we're gonna get out of here, man, and get warmed up. Hey, I appreciate y'all riding along with me, man. It wasn't much of a trip, but hey, we did catch some fish. Didn't catch a lot of fish and didn't catch any big fish, but you know, I wanted to share it with y'all. Like I said, I started to film this morning when I caught all this bait, because like I said, I caught way more than a limit, but I got a limit in my cooler. But I throw back a lot of smaller ones. But I just done a trip on that, and I really didn't want to do another one. So you know, film another one, because I you know, I don't like putting up the same kind of video or the same place and catching the same thing. But like I said, we was able to come out here and catch a few catfish, and like I said, that's all I want to do today, because I'm lucky that I was able to go at all, because at first of the week they was talking about this front coming in early, and like I said, I hope I can even fish tomorrow. But I got good bait, and so when I do get out, it's gonna be a game changer, man. So but anyway, I'm gonna get out here and quit rambling. I appreciate y'all watching. I'll catch y'all on the next one. See you then. God bless you.